Good evening, my name is Sue and I hate video games. Tonight is Hand of Fate 2. It looks real good. People like the first one. I know Katie tried playing the first one and didn't like the combat. I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. How's everyone doing? I see Mox and Andy. Kristen will be along in a moment. Apparently it decided I had display capture up. That's weird. Why did it do that? Y'all see that shit? It was bizarre. Oh well, it seems to be fixed now. Good. I don't know what the controls are. I've never played this. I'm going in completely blind. The only thing I've really done is go in and change the graphical settings. Which, just fine. Gold, silver, red, or silver, yellow, blue, or silver, blue, red. Well, none of those are good, huh? I guess we're going gold, silver, red. Precision. I'm not so good at precision. Alright, can everyone hear okay so far? It looks like it might get a little loud and cover up my voice once there's dialogue and such. We'll see.
Your memories are fading even now. Gone to form the soul of the game.
Wow, this runs like ass.
These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short.
And now it runs great.
To learn.
There's too many cards.
And let us set these wheels in motion once more.
May have to fuck with the graphic settings a little bit. Our first decision. Shall we be masculine and hairy, or feminine and less hairy? That is the question. I guess if we're mask, we get deer, and if we're femme, we get wolves and crows. So I think you know the correct decision.
These cards represent your history.
Not my history.
Game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey
Welcome,
holds.
Christy. The Fool.
The Fool
Oh, wow.
steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate. And together, we will write your history.
That talks a lot. Alright, so, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the story of the first game is you play an angry hairy man who comes into this caravan, and there's a fortune teller who challenges him to a game, and the game turns out to be magic. And then in the end, the angry hairy man wins, and that makes him take the place of the fortune teller because it was a trick all along. Is that right?
More or less.
All right. So the fortune teller here is probably our angry hairy man from the first game.
No, this fortune teller is absolutely the fortune teller from the first game.
Okay.
Who is trying to get his position back.
Okay. Okay. All right. So probably our final boss is either the fortune teller or the angry hairy man. We don't know which yet. All right, angry hairy man. You've stumbled. Okay,
right
forest
here, and we have things to do.
Dude, shut up. Not cool. I'm trying to explain what happened. Fucking jerk ass. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you're determined to reclaim your father's amulet. My father doesn't have any amulets. Alright, so we got the Four of Greed and the Leader. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree, arguing amongst themselves. You overhear them mumbling, "I'm in." Alright, let's move closer and find out what they're mumbling about. All these hackers.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar.
Hey, you don't have to brag.
Do not worry. You will soon understand the nuances.
So that's a random roll. There was no way that I could track which card was where, so that's an entirely random roll. Creeping forward, you overhear their leaders spouting orders. "It's simple." No, wait, even better. "It's simple," he says. "The idiots walk down the road. You push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight and we'll get rich." "Why don't we just jump out and stab them?" one retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. "Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either." Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road, and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet. Here they come. The Three of Toil. You soon spot a group of farmers coming round the corner, bringing their wares to market. Yes, this is in fact the sequel to Manos. The Hands of Fate? Yes. Bring their wares to market. You know, I believe in Spain the movie was just called The Hand of Fate, or it might have just been called Manos. One or the other. Close enough. You soon spot a group of farmers coming round the corner, bringing their wares to market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. "Give us all your food!" Let's see, we can leap to the farmers' defense, you know, if we're gonna be good. Offer to help the farmers, warning them it won't come for free, if we want to be neutral, I suppose. Or if we want to be evil, we can help the thieves with their extortion. I mean, neutral seems like a good way to go. I get more money. "We have no gold!" shriek the terrified farmers. "But half our crop is yours if you protect us!" The thieves eye you nervously. The farmers look at you hopefully. Sure, good enough. You draw your weapon with practiced skill. I thought I was the fool. Does the fool have practice with a sword? Well, I suppose who else would? "Well," you hear the leader's voice, "you lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done." So now we gotta do a fight, which is action-based for reasons. Da-na-na-na, 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 na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, ooh-wee-oo, ooh-wee-oo. Hey, Xenon. Also, hi, Bad Road. The Thug. Oh, look at their almost perfect unison. They're just slightly off time from each other. Violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Alright. LT for a finisher, RT for a weapon ability. X to attack, Y to defend or struggle. B to, I guess, shield dash, A to evade. That's an odd setup. And right pad for the camera. Oh god. Why am I attacking like this? Those are some really broad swings. Oh, you can't hold defend. You have to actually defend at the right moment. Oh, you're a farmer, not a thief. Maybe you're a thieving farmer. Oh shit. Hey, one of the farmers survived. That's pretty good, right? The combat feels decent. It's very floaty, though. Oh, do remember to keep the quote bot going, please. With the brigands dispatched, the farmers turn to you. I hope your price doesn't prove too high. If the next harvest comes short, we'll starve regardless. And we get 7 food and 5 food. You fall on the food with a sigh, shoveling bread in your mouth to quell your hunger. Delicious, delicious bread. It's from a bread farm. You know, where they grow bread from the ground. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not amongst the takings. I'm not sure why I thought it would be. The leader must still oh, it was actually definitely these thieves who took it, I guess. The leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. Alright, so there's me. I am represented by a tiny gold dark soul. Another guy carried half the ammo from his biggest gun. Well, that's fun. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. Ooh, friend. Can we have a goblin friend? From beneath a filthy fox pelt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you! We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. Is this Santa Claus? Have we met Santa Claus? It lowers a sack from its shoulder. Oh my god, it is Santa Claus. Now from within me sack, I can conjure whatever your art desires. The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I could if there wasn't a bloomin' great big hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then? The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. A warrior's axe, a soldier's sword, and a shield. I do like big-ass axes. Big-axe asses? Either one, really. This does less. One-handed weapon required. Now let's skip the warrior's axe. Replace the neglected sword. A wise choice! Now I must go! There are many others I must visit before I can rest! Ho ho ho! But you've only got 2 things left. The goblin runs off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. Alright, now he had inventory. Well, it's already equipped. Automatically equipped it. Well, what are you talking about? Thank you, Andy. Finding forest folk.
Token. Can you find it?
Well, that's fucked. Your journey through the forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. You're a forest folk, aren't you? Give me your lemon cake! As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, Remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake! In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Unfortunately, Origin could not be uninstalled from your computer. You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest. It's been 12 winters since I had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you're in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
Good.
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all. Or at least, started it all for you.
A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who stole your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence. Who ever heard of a thief talk about fair shares? Spits one. You turn up and boss us around, we barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I stabbed someone. Days! So I chose the Monty Python voice kind of as a bit, but apparently that's what they're going for too. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble." Gold cannot replace the amulet you stole. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation, never let them know what you want. Kill my associates and I will gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Give us your stuff or we'll stab you up, growls one of them. You consider your options. Well, I think my options are fight or get stabbed, honestly. You draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Thieves evade heavy weapons more frequently. You can change equipment in the inventory. Well, it's too late now. Is it gonna be this long every time? Okay, good. That was much quicker. Four on one. Hardly a fair fight. Maybe I should put away my fucking weapon. Yeah, thieves sure do evade more often, don't they? Look at all the evading they're doing. Whoops. Oh, he's so good at evading. Oh, wow. That was good advice it gave me about how I shouldn't use a heavy weapon against thieves, huh? With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Now wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. Wow, he really is the Joker, isn't he? No, really, they were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presses it into your hands. All's forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh, Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? Choose your father's amulet. The lion, the sphinx, the bull, or the hawk. Take a look at the hawk. Okay, it doesn't tell me what stats or whatever it gives. What do y'all think? I'm thinking the hawk, personally. I like the hawk. We could get cow, though. That would be pretty good. Now I'm thinking cow now that I've said that. Cow was the amulet inside all of us. Okay, we've got votes for all four in even numbers. Just even measures. So I guess I'm taking cow. Because that's technically 2 votes, because 1 from me. Alright, we're gonna go with the cow. The Ox Amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely, you're lonely. We should work together. You have, big air quotes, befriended Malaclips the Trickster. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're gonna be friends for life, Malaclip says. Tell me where you're from. Oops, fucked that up, sorry. I will try not to snort into the microphone again. I meant to pause it, but I hit the wrong button. Not pause, mute. Alright, where are we from? That's a good question. Very nice, Christy. I resemble that statement. Oh, wow, she actually kind of looks like me. Shit. Let's make her more, Irish. Yeah, that's the one. Which pride flag is that on the shield? I guess... Pride-ish? Oh, they're just all various levels of Mohawk. That's wonderful. Oh god, 1 sec. The fucking... It's just showing me my Steam overlay. It's so fucked. Controller configuration, please. Are you... Okay, there it goes, there it goes. I'm in controller configuration. It's currently set to mouse joystick, which fucking sucks and isn't good for anything. So we're setting it to camera joystick. Click action is... click, oddly enough. And we're done. All done. There. Now my right stick should function in a way that matters. Yeah, it's just various levels of Mohawk. I love it. Let's go with this ridiculous Mohawk with a massive French braid down to the butt. I like that. Oh, also gotta give her the right hair color. Let's see, when I was younger, my hair was this color. Then it became this color. Now it's more brown, but we're gonna go with this bright red. Bright orange. And then that changes facial structure, I guess. Or, no it doesn't, not really. Oh, no, it's just the amulet. And over here we've got... outfit. Oh, it's outfit colors. Okay. Not a lot of options. That's cute. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. There's not any options I actually like, but that's about the closest we're getting. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say! Good sorts from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean, we friend owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mirebridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. And this is why I'm the fool. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malaclip's eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road, so it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. This fucking guy. Yeah, in the first game you could really only be Angry Hairy Guy.
Smaller pieces of our fates shattered into fragments. Collect enough, and your reward will come in time.
You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. Alright, so we've got to try and get as close to 10 as possible.
Embedded in our game.
Or are we trying to get above? Ooh. I can move them, kind of. Doesn't actually roll them around. I don't know what the... Okay, we're trying to get over.
Victory. You are learning.
Learning? I rolled dice. Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table. What? And collects his meager winnings. What the fuck? Then cartwheels out the door. What the hell? What the fuck did I just read? Hi, Jamie. What the fuck did I just read?
It was a halfling. He was standing on the table.
He backflipped and then cartwheeled away because he lost.
Turning super.
Apparently. You take your reward from the purser on the way out the tavern. When you return, you'll compete in the next round for a larger prize. Alright, so now we can go either east or north. Let's try north.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of?
Right now, I'm
What concern is
thinking of what's
worrying
under that
your
mask of
mind?
yours.
Let it fall into the waters beneath.
Your supple, scarred lips. As a professionally educated clown, is that a normal clown-like response? Not remotely. I suppose it depends on the type of clowning. Thank you, Andy. I suppose there are certainly some clown characters who would have that as their default response, but you'd have to be in really good shape. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. You could stand and fight the fiends or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. I mean, I guess we'll fight. We might get gold. For Vignus. Alternately, hoping that the next leap would be the leap home. The Inflicted. Oh my god, they're Metal Gear zombies. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. Well, I guess that's better than getting knocked up. The fighting feels a little bit like Arkham. All right, finisher. Oh, no, you're still dead, huh? Oh, you're fell in the water. Oh! Damn, that was brutal. Bad road, I'm not even going to repeat that out loud. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. Mostly you find crystal dildos.
A simple defense. You can do better given time.
One-handed weapon required. Well, fuck that. I have an axe.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Ah, now he's talking about Angry Hairy Guy. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard man. Let's find out what's going on. A friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone age, our town was beset by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. There was some. There was more hope than there was food, mind you. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He was very angry and very airy. He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with the club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. The parade and statue are winding their way into town and almost out of sight. Well, let's do it. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. Absolutely. Ooh, there's a high success. Bang quote 420. Just a regular success. The club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast. Some gold falls out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Good fortune! Hooray! You scramble to gather the bounty you unleashed. Would you like to try to gather more? Yes. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up. Oh, there's only a little bit left. Oh, we've failed. Before you can gather anything, a young child shovels the bounty into a basket and scampers off. With your turn over, you leave. Well, as long as it was a child. Let's go this way. Distressed damsel.
The Empire has come to power.
And thank you, Zamie, for banging quote 420. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Assist the distressed woman. You have to roll a 12 on 3 dice. But we get to roll twice, so it's fairly likely. Oh, well. Just blew that right out of the fucking water. Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Oh, let's look at... Can we replace the wooden shield with the new shield? Oh, right. I can't actually use it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Two-handed weapons and all that. Yay, more food. You thank the woman and continue on your way. So are you playing tabletop but in a video game with your video game friend? Yes, exactly.
Here we come to the end of the beginning. Running errands for mages.
Oh, it's a
This
dead
will become a
drop.
theme, I dare say.
I fucked one of these up before. No one died, don't worry. You arrive at Meyer Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malaclips perusing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet at the graveyard. Oh, so it's not actually a dead drop, it's just a fucking pun. Let's keep exploring. Let's fuck up this dead drop. Oh, never mind. Can I just stay here? No, I have to leave and come back. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disposal. Vignis meets Malaclips with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Ace? I guess anarchist is the ace? Anarchist of greed. That is weird to say. Vignis cracks his knuckles and giggles. I mean, well now, Malaclips, convince me. What's to stop me cutting off your head today? You reveal your gold as Malaclips scrounges in his pockets for some too. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignis's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. You lose 35 gold. That's our deal done, Malaclips says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for any further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal, Vignis grins. You should have known the guild was never gonna let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. The Four of Greed. Alright, let's beat up some capitalists. Vignis the Crazed. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is of no use to you here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Have to react a bit quicker in this fight. Oh shit, that one got me. Alright, got his lackeys. Aha! Ah, this guy's really bad at this, huh? I don't think he's getting up. Malaclips scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like, maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea? Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. Achievement unlocked. The Fool.
Done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
We got the Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification. And Market Thief, Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies, Fork in the Road, and Arm Wrestling. For befriending Malaclips, Malaclips' Problem, and the Trickster. Now we open this. Loot box! Shadow beasts have entered the realm. A fiend in need. And the peasant's son. Is the peasant's son a shadow beast too? For finding the forest folk, the old maiden. Oh, I can get a lemon cake from her.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
Alright, so... now I can move on to path number 2. I guess it autosaves. It hasn't said anything about saving. The Magician. The Map Maker? Oh, that's something else. Outlands and Outsiders DLC. Huh.
Nothing here is coincidence. The answer to every question is in the cards if you but look.
Companion, Malaclips.
All mages are my children. This one, however, I would rather disown.
Encounters, I can add multiple encounters. Arm wrestling, I need to do again. Tarts, pies, and exotic lies sounds like fun. Can do deep water again. The chance of getting the equipment. Malaclips's problem. And a fiend in need. That's what I was gonna. That's what I was thinking too, because it says unknown. So I guess for equipment, since we just got this cool sword and shield, we can take the Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification shield. And that should be enough. Wait, do I need to select 5? Good lord. Alright, Growing Scourge, prepare to fight corrupted, and avoid the Empire, lose gold for every Empire killed. We have to rescue the missing Empire soldiers from a town plagued with corruption. I guess. Fine. If I have to.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
The volume seems to have increased abruptly. Am I still coming through clearly? Is my voice fighting the game at all?
100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be.
I don't know why the volume increased there. That was odd.
The extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
The narrator's gonna be hard to hear because his voice is like the same fucking tone as the background music. Hi, Riz. Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry. I need to get a drink real quick. One sec while I find my water bottle. My throat's just getting worse and worse. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning if you want to make the first MST3K reference. Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Alright, so I guess we'll find out more about Westwind. What makes Westwind special? I've traveled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westman gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. What about Empire protection? A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they're all either dead, missing, or drunk. Oh, well, I'm one of those things. I'm not telling which one. Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire, while the Emperor focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants. Those at the fringes are neglected. Oh, that's enough for now. Let's go to Westwind. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort. There's 3 options. Let's go with the weaponsmith. Maybe we can get some smith weapon. You arrange an uncomfortable ride jammed in among the many tools of a weaponsmith headed far west.
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
Well, no, we're keeping the one we have equipped currently. Because the villager's axe is not very good. Probably should have gone with food. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades.
The Empire reaches too far.
You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. Well, we're supposed to be saving them. Let's fight to free them. I'm kind of annoyed that I'm having to save cops. You ready your weapon. One-handed weapons are recommended against Northerners. Okay. That's what you said about thieves, and look how that went. Hey, wait, didn't I say not to equip that? I hit B, which said don't equip. The fuck? That's bizarre. It fucked up. Also, I can't equip the other shield? I thought the other one that I had was the shield. Huh. Alright. This is fine. We'll do fine. You had the axe equipped, you picked up the Cardinal Blade. Oh, okay. But, no, that doesn't... I still said don't... Oh, okay, I see. Added the Bastion and all that to your deck. Okay, I get it now, thank you. Alright, so now I have a good sword. Oh look, he's actually gonna fight with me this time. Sup? Oh, I like his fucking style. Malaclips, a magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malaclips casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. Alright, LB to use companion ability. Alright.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of this.
Jesus. This guy's attack fast. Okay, can't. Okay, you can't block the red ones. Fuck. That's gonna take some getting used to. Y to block the green ones, and A to... Why? That doesn't match any of the colors on the controller. I guess it has to do with the... Doesn't matter. Alright, let's take the Bastion of Purification. Sweet!
A shield in more ways than one.
The game is called A Hand of Fate 2, as it says on the screen, and it's an action game that's kind of framed with a card game. Alright, we gained 2 recruits. With the Northerners dead, you free the soldiers.
A vampire cannot cross running water. These days you must deal with far more mundane opposition.
Then why did you bring it up? While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. You could stand and fight, let's stand and fight. Heavy weapons are recommended against Empire. Yeah, that doesn't seem to matter though. We'll see if it does later. Alright, I was supposed to not fight Empire soldiers. I should have run away. Oh well.
Gentlemen, please. We can work this out. Let them.
Ooh! That was pretty rad. Just stick the sword in the ground and it makes the fire come out. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. Gain 1 equipment from 2. Alright, we can get the Warrior's Axe, which is actually powerful. Let's not equip it just now, but if anything says we need heavy weapons, we can get it later, or we can do that later.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
You are a lone wolf. The shopkeeper nods to you as you enter. Adventure! How's the world out there? Alright, we can buy some food to keep ourselves going. Can I sell things to him? Sell equipment. There we go. I guess we can sell the... I can't sell the peasant's axe. Guess we can sell the warrior's axe since we're good with the sword for right now. Buy equipment? Oh. Well then. Buy food. There we go. Buy healing. And life. There we go. And we're good to go.
Let us learn what sort you are. Strong? Clever? Wise? The
Second round of the competition.
You come here, put the lie to that.
You sit opposite the aged frame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts about once being a silencer for the Thieves Guild. Well, Huntley Toothless, I'll have you know, I have several teeth. Choose which dice to re-roll. I mean, this one. Hooray! Huntley crumples in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger. he says, grumbling. Hooray! Hooray! You take your reward from the pursuer. The purser. Yeah, not the pursuer. I'm not gonna be jumped by a floating armor with a glowing sword. On the way out of the tavern. When you return, you'll compete in the next round for a larger prize.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives.
You're assuming I've
Even
played the
those
game
paths
before.
which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
The Westwind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town! They broke through the sewers and into Louse Lane! Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out!" Alright, let's do it. You know, I used to be a shopkeeper like him until I took an arrow to the economy. Why are you introducing this to me now? Cardinal Blade, prepared for violence in every major direction. I'm so angry.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
Yeah. Thanks, buds. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. You gain 4 more recruits. Just what we needed. Now we have 6 recruits. That's as many as 3 twos. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Gained equipment. Nothing good because we didn't take anything good. There's supplies. More supplies. Did you just drag that enemy with your sword by their head? I sure the fuck did, didn't I? Alright, we can go around clockwise or counterclockwise, or as they say in England, anti-clockwise. Let's do that.
Life itself in exchange for life.
As you hike through the mountains one fine day, you come across an... I thought we were in the sewers. You come across an injured traveler. Though he's clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, you sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. "You, mortal, come here!" the creature commands, his voice rasping. "I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide it." You draw your weapon, and the beast weakly raises its arm to defend itself. "Spare me! I'll make it worth your while." Yeah, sure. As you lower your blade, he suddenly lunges at you. The creature continues to draw blood from your arm. Wait. Wait. One more. One more. Alright, get off. He takes a moment to regain his composure. "You will not regret this." I already do. "I would have recovered my full strength in time, I've no doubt, but I admit you've been a boon to me this night." He gestures at the darkness, saying, "The humans who dared to think they could best me in combat lie fallen in a clearing to the south. Their ambition was as foolish as their deaths were quick, but perhaps they had something that would be of use to you." Oh yeah, I mean, he did ask nicely. The shadows seem to gather about this person until nothing remains. The dealer adds an encounter card to the deck. A debt repaid. You set out with a flaming torch and soon arrive at the scene of the slaughter. A dozen armed men have been recently butchered here. Among the remains, you will find no decent equipment, just the tools of farmers and provincial soldiers. So, were they butchered, like, properly? Do we have armed men chops? Armed men back bacon? As you leave the carnage, you step on a blade hidden in the shadows of the grass.
Victor go the spoils.
The knight's
Do not
sword.
wield a weapon you
Not
do
as good as the
to
cardinal
turn
blade,
against you one day.
but has a token. Repulsed 40 shadows. Against shadows, Repulsed deals 150% damage. So Repulsed, I believe, is just block and then continue attacking. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. Whoops, I equipped it anyway. Didn't mean to. Let's equip the Cardinal Blade, because it's stronger right now. Maybe if we fight shadows, I'll equip it.
Always treat those who
Tarts,
think
pies,
you
and
know
exotic lies. 3 of my
Even I
favorite
stand
things.
tall, and I
You
have
chance
respect
upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many items other. I guess the pears are the lies. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Maleclips shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never. Whoops. Damn it. Friggin' buttons on the back of the controller. The old farmer hawks his wares to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic lies! I can't go back in the dialogue either. Chester glares at 2 passing lovers walking hand in hand. To be young and naive, aye? Should I buy tarts, pies, or exotic lies is the question. She was so beautiful, he whispers as he passes you a bag of spiked purple fruits. Chester stares in a kind of wistful gloom at the exotic fruits for a while, before he finally decides on a price. It's all bad fortune. I got the least bad of the fortunes. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. That's a pretty good deal. I do love my exotic lies. The general store. What do I have to sell? I can sell off this old shield. Doesn't have anything good, right? No. Oh, he has a battered helm. And a ring. Now he's got a ring. Make up your damn mind. Apparently it just switches every time. Oh, let's buy the helmet. Only one helm can be equipped at a time. I figured.
Well, that may help you on the road ahead.
And it did equip automatically. Good. Can't afford any healing, that's fine. It's not like I get hit all that
Now your
much.
chance presents itself.
Atop
At
Westwind's
last,
town
stand
hall is a
in
large
defense
bell
of the
tower.
peasantry.
It's used to signal the day's end for workers in the mines and surrounding fields, but now it will summon Westwind's defenders. Let's search for more recruits.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out.
Well, mostly because they'll fight for me. Jesus, it's not like I'm doing it for free, old man. Raiders. From the frozen darkness of the north they come. Northerners can perform combo attacks, use repulsed with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you offend. Offend, yes, that's the one. Alright, it does not say anything about what riposte is, so I'm assuming it's just attack after I defend.
I hope this works.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. Oh, yep, I'm down.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Alright, what do I got? For giving your life to save an injured shadow beast. We got the Knight's Sword. And the Magician got a sigil on it. Alright, let's do it again. Equipment. Oops, no. I can't take the Knight's Sword with me. Huh, alright. Guess I can't add that to my deck for some reason? That's odd. Seems like I should be able to. Is it an encounter? No, that's very strange. Alright, I guess a Fiend in Need will continue that quest. Move the bridge. Add fork in the road. Hmm?
Fiend,
Okay.
you'll get the Night Sword.
Okay.
Debt repaid, the one. Well,
Alright, that is not in my encounter stack. So neither the sword nor the next level of the quest are here. That's very strange. Well, that's annoying. I wish it would, like, specify that. Let's see. The Market Thief, sure. Companion just got the one. Alright, we're good to go. And hopefully I don't die horribly. So it turns out I didn't die after
the
all.
Empire abdicating its role and leaving the protection of their people to the lazy, thoughtless, and malign.
The Magician.
I have tried to anticipate the changes the usurper might make. 22 challenges I offer you that will help you to understand the many ways in which the cards may fall. I
don't know what the stonemason would give us.
do when we meet him,
I guess money.
but I hope you will be ready when we arrive.
A food wagon headed to a nearby wedding offers you a ride. They gift you some food in exchange for not taking you the whole way. You arrive at the town of Westwind. Alright, let's go. The shopkeeper nods as you enter. Adventurer! Oh, I could get the Cardinal Blade, theoretically, but I don't have nearly enough money. My inventory. Right. Well, this sucks.
They place themselves
Stranded
in
noble.
these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of the corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman. Is that like distressed jeans? Is this man made of jort? Perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods! I was heading to tea with the Duke Gilbert. Is that Brian David Gilbert? When we were ambushed. My footman left me here to fight them off, but the brawl's now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. We should recruit the soldiers, who are going to fucking die if we don't. You rush into the forest and quickly encounter a squad of Empire soldiers battling the corrupted. 2 of steel versus 4 of blight. Thank you, Andy. I look more blonde in some screens and redheaded in others. Oh, whoops. I keep thinking I have more time to counterattack than I actually do.
By sea and sky, fate and fame!
That's nice. Get out of the way, dude. Honestly, you're just gonna fuck this up. You, an Empire soldier. I will fight the corrupted. I, a fool. Alright, soldier's sword, there it is. This one doesn't have the special ability on it, though. So, this is not the magic soldier's sword. That's a shame. I, a fool, yes, I shall also fight the corrupted. The remaining soldier surveys his dead comrades' bodies. The Princeling ordered us to take him through this area despite the danger. Their blood is on his spindly gloved hands. You explain Westwind's trouble and its need for soldiers to mount a defense. The prince can fend for himself for now. I doubt even these tainted beasts will want to be around him. Yeah, fuck you, nobility!
The Northerners are vicious and cunning. These soldiers should count themselves lucky to merely be captured.
It's true, we Northerners are vicious and cunning. Yes, Andy, I very much appreciate you keeping up with the Quobot. What? That's not how drawing a sword works. Every hero must have a heroic sword by their side. This, however, is utterly ordinary.
I hope this works!
Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Okay, yeah, you absolutely cannot block the red ones. That's gonna be a problem for me. Hopefully the reaction time will come in time. Excellent, new shield. Damaging defense, extra corrupted damage. Alright, let's do it. And with the Northerners dead, you free the soldiers.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
Ho ho! The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Yo. There's something tugging on the inside of your tunic. You should probably see a doctor. Or like, an exterminator or an exorcist. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. Bad fortune, pain. Okay. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes.
Huge success! The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to hinder you. It's a very slapsticky scene. Right. I already got huge success. Why do I need to roll? Ain't that some shit? That's lame.
The dice are fair, and thus you have lost.
I don't think the dice are fair. I already rolled huge success. The apples roll across the ground in front of you and you lose your footing and land squarely on your back. The thief gets away. Look, just saying this is fair doesn't actually make it fair. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey. If all were so simple, I wouldn't have any complaints about Dark Souls. Am I right, gamers? The Westwind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town!" Same thing as last time. Alright, let's go to the next level. I certainly hope that's true, Christy. I'm honestly certain it is. Because it would be kind of silly if you could never fuck with the dice. The Bastion of Purification. Niall was a wildly inventive craftsman, and also quite mad.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
Nope. Oh wait, have to finish this guy off. Sup? With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Health tonic. Ooh, plus max life, plus 20 life, plus 15 life. That was a lot of HP just all at once. The general store. Anything real good in here? No. Anything real good in here? No. Anything real good in here? Ah, there's a ring. Oh, I can't afford it. Whoops. Can't afford shit. That's fine. Peace.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
When life gives you lemons, Andy, that's unacceptable. Adventure Time reference. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malaclipse's associate. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer grate. Gates? Gates. Sewer gates? Alright, I guess there's gates to the sewer. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. Oh, so he looks like me! A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied... He's my kindred spirit. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc! Malaclipse calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that! I don't have enough gold. The goblin man looks affronted. Malaclips places a consoling hand on him. Don't be mad, she doesn't know how our kind work. Merc crosses his arms and turns his back to you. Malaclips makes soothing noises. Look here, Merc. We'll be back before you know it with the gold, okay? Alright, so it looks like I can go back there once we're done. More captured soldiers. Let's kick some ass. A friend of mine made a shirt that's just a picture of Lemongrab with "Cesse n'est pas acceptable." Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Alright, yeah, I don't have any new equipment. Let's go. Oh, just a picture of a lemon. That's somehow even better.
I hope this works.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at switching to the fucking... I'm so bad at switching over to dodging. I wish you could just do things to train yourself in the combat a bit more. It's just so long between fights that I feel like I'm not getting better at it. This shield has a special token as well. Ugh. Alright, sure. Let's equip it. I've already forgotten how to unlock its token. Inspect. Defend 30 attacks. Okay, that's easy. With the Northerners dead, you free the soldiers.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
I guess I can go back and buy... Use food to walk on... Okay, good. It doesn't use food to walk on spaces we've already been to. Am I not allowed to go back to the shop? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's so lame. And nonsensical.
Another chance to redeem yourself.
Guess I have enough
Let's see how you handle it this time.
food to get one more space. Come across an injured traveler. Ask how. 3 days ago I happened to feast upon one of your kind, a holy man of some nature. I believe, however, or I believe who could no doubt cure you of your wounds. Grant me a pittance of your blood to restore my strength, and I swear I shall bring him to you. Alright. Let him take, a pittance. Shadows seem to gather about his person until nothing remains. The dealer adds an encounter to the deck. A debt repaid. Ooh, 14 again. Roll these two. Not enough. Oh well, we got a little gold out of it. And now we gotta... We do not have enough food to do the last one without taking damage.
This sadly is what passes for a magician in these troubled times. Centuries I spent administering...
Alright, let's ring the bell. Let's see if I can survive this with only 33 HP.
Powerful. All dust.
We do have 8 soldiers. Terror of Blight. and 7 Blightsmans. Oh, we have a 1 in 4 chance of inspiring. Failed. Soldiers appear unmoved by your words and remain tense and fearful. Well, that sucks. Aw, he's cute. The Terror of Westwind. As the final vestiges of humanity are erased, the Terror awakes. Use Bash to break the Terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates.
With all these soldiers, you don't think you could have left me at home?
Oh, shit. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. There we go. And boom! Oh, shit. Takes more than one finisher. Alright, we got this. Already chopped off one of its arms. Surely the other one can't be far behind. No fucking problem. Take that, Terror of Blight.
It's
not even a good name.
Felled by your power.
Go think about your commando name.
Satisfy you. This bloodshed. Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
They looked like monsters to you? Haha, Silent Hill reference. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with a town already saved.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin. Now you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck. Each challenge will provide its own unique trials. Here are some more tools to keep you in good stead.
Appreciate it. Got a ruby ring, a valiant aegis, and Winter's Bane. Jeez, this is way better than rusty sword and wooden shield. Just lumping all these fucking magical artifacts on me now. The Man-Eating Tree, Gnomish Exchange, The Lost Boy, Copper Plague, and Westwind Tavern. Alright, so...
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
This is a fucking badass Warhammer map, by the way. But we're gonna take a quick BRB. That means for the layman, be right back. And I'll return in just a few minutes. There will be a commercial break. You can watch it if you'd like, and we'll earn a penny or two. And if you don't want to, I'm not going to hold that against you. Take some little control of your life. I'll see you in a few minutes. And lo, I have returned. Now I suppose we're going to move on to the High Priestess, or the Empress, or the Emperor. Sure, let's just start with the next one in a row for right now.
There is the small game, the game we play, and there is the great game, the game of life and death, the game I was once master of.
Some really poorly timed subtitles. Flies. The Knight's Sword. Oh, okay, now I can use it. I just couldn't use it in that same map. Interesting. Now that I've got supply... It's a supply item. Okay. Which I guess means I get to take it with me at the start? Still don't have the second part of A Fiend in Need. I think. It must pop up randomly? Not sure. Yeah. Everything that's involved. Gain gold, spend gold, Malaclips. Let's take Westwind Tavern. Because there's unknown stuff. The Fork in the Road. Distress Edge Damsel. Arm wrestling we're not ready for until we get something to alter dice rolls. The Lost Boy. And Malaclips' Problem. Oh, and we get 6 this time, so... How about the Old Maiden? We can try and get a lemon cake. Alright, so we can take along Winter's Bane, Bastion of Purification, Valiant Aegis, Ruby Ring, and the Cardinal Blade. Swords and axes don't really change how combat works much from what I can tell. Like, enemies will automatically dodge the axe, but then you can just hit it again and they'll automatically spin around and hit them. So that's fine.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
Dude, you're doing god magic. Shut the fuck up.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Malaclips has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. What a wild and crazy guy. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom and help open many doors for you. What do you say? As you know, I have a great many skills, but my swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against northern raiders. I know no one else who's more up to the task. General Brandstrom instructed me not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess of the North and offer the terms of the treaty. There are many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of them all is the High Priestess who lives up there. Malaclypse points to the top of the soaring mountain before you. Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Malaclypse. I brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. Yeah, because letting Malaclypse do the talking always works. It always turns out so well. You remember the last time he did the talking and I had to kill a bunch of guys? Yeah, that went great. Malaclypse shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance of swaying her in our favor. Access the campfire at any time between encounters. The camp can be used to consume food to restore life or trade equipment. Oh, that's nice. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. You grit your teeth and begin the ascent. Malaclypse gesturing at a bloody battlefield. I think I did okay. Alright, let's go. He's a bard, but he made charisma his dump stat.
Even in the worst of storms.
Oh shit. With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. Ooh, there's a huge failure. Hey, you were right. Christy explained to me how to tell where the cards are going, and I was actually able to follow at that time. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Malaclypse forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up..." I said that in a very weird tone. "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." The campfire can be used to... Okay, we've already been told this. Camp!
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
A figure appears from out of a swirl of frost and snow. It is a northerner. I come in peace! Wait. I come in peace, he says. I make a pilgrimage to the High Priestess, and I mean you no harm.
God.
Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hands by the fire. In my youth, I once fancied an... Oh, that's Malaclypse. In my youth, I once fancied a northerner warrior. She almost cut off my head when I surrendered to her. Malaclypse plucks a mournful note on his lute. Young love, hey? Malaclypse sits himself next to you, offering a sip of warm honey wine. The last time I was on Mount Freitas was when I got very drunk and lost a bet. Looks like you're headed uptown to the priestess, are you, bud? Anything to sell? Not really. I just have the Knight's Sword. We have to sell. Oh, of course the Bastion. Just the Bastion, huh? Alright. Any new stuff in my appearance changing stuff? Probably not. Probably the exact same shit. Recommend ya stop by the Timmy's for a double-double. I'm good. You sleep through the long, cold night. In the morning, you pack your things and continue your climb up the mountain. I'm guessing Tim's is a block over.
A lesson in caution awaits us all.
This isn't Tim Hortons. This is an avalanche.
Wild nature will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
High up the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. Who dares trespass on the sacred grounds of our priestess, eh? Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. Ba-da-da-da! The Knight's Sword. When he accused the mayor of being a shadow beast in disguise, they thought him mad. They sure are into the word mad and madness, aren't they?
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Ah, I keep hitting block when I need to hit dodge. Still have no idea how to riposte. Huh. Thought I got that dodge. Must have been too late. Hey, you know what mountain goats actually sound like? You know what mountain goats sound like? They sound like this. Ah! Ah! It's really weird. They sound just like yelling humans. They go, ah! Just search goat yelling. It's fucking amazing. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white pushes toward the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. Hooray! Yes, Andy, I think that's right. You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you're miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it's still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me, eh? Though we're enemies by blood. Take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." And we got Raider's Penance. The first hit in combat against Northerners deals an additional 50 damage. And Permanent Blessing. Any number of blessings can be equipped at one time. All right.
With the least of
Another
notice,
avalanche?
the very lands
Who the
beneath your
fuck?
feet can slide away.
Who the fuck decided they should live in a place where there's an avalanche every time you take a step? This is like Oklahoma over here. Except with avalanches instead of tornadoes.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. Got him. Bye. Bye, you're just going. Tell me what's at the bottom. Don't call them pill pleasantages. Fuck. And now we can get Winter's Bane or the Cardinal Blade. Defeat 30 Northerners with a finisher to unlock this. Yes, let's do that. Because we can't repost shadows in an area with no shadows. Ooh, health potion. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble, yada yada yada. Only needed 11 this time. You seek shelter against a bluff, yada yada yada. Assailant's weapon, yada yada yada. And we gain 2 fame and a new blessing. Divine Providence. Score bonus. Adds +1 to each of your dice during the dice gambit. Oh, there we go. That's a plus 3. It's a +3 overall. I was born by Christmas, molded by it. Winter's Bane. There's some good bad puns going tonight.
Pushes you back.
No, we're not going to ascend just yet.
In the cold,
There's a blizzard.
men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the
Apparently
worst.
women don't become desperate in the cold. A little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in, yada yada, struggle to find cover. Think yes, excellent. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Malaclips forages for firewood, saying this log is dry enough, we can set up camp here for the night. Alright, let's set up camp here for the night. As though you're being stalked, the gentle northerner pilgrim emerges from the darkness, slumping down beside you. Mount Freydis does ever bite, he says with a grin. I love her harsh kiss and bitter cold embrace, eh? Another day's good climb. Gonna keep cooking food. There we go. I have some to sell. Yes, I can sell the old knight's sword, since we don't need it for this mission. I don't think that gets rid of it permanently, does it? Should be able to take it again as a supply. If not, I guess we gotta go find that demon again. Oh well. Anything good? A ruby ring, but I can't afford it. Can I get a cheap helmet to appear? No, it's always gonna be the ruby ring, eh? Because this is my campsite, so it's gonna be specifically my stuff.
Children.
Lost boy.
It's hard to conceive that either of us were ever such.
Are you calling me old? He's just a small child, you overhear. A deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons, or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he spawned from and show them where our outpost is. That's a shifty look. That's a shifty looking kid. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, says Malaclips. Let's try and save the boy. Unsheathing your weapon, you demand they let the boy go. The Empire soldiers are unmoved by your threat. Well, sucks to be them, huh? Oh my god, the facial animations look like... Okay, some of them are good, and some of them look like someone who's never used Poser before. Winter's Bane, used to defend those in need.
Once again, good intentions end up with him trying to hit me.
I like that Malaclypse just fucking teleports. Oh, damn! Oh shit, keep fucking that up. Gotta look up how to riposte before next week. Like, am I doing it? I honestly can't tell. As you check on the unconscious guards, you notice the boy looking at you warily as if sizing you up. Need a 13. I've got +3. Reroll and reroll. Perfect. He fiddles with a little dried plant hung around his neck nervously. Okay. I'll tell ya. There was an Empire ambush on our village, and I ran with Mother and we got separated. He wipes some tears from his face angrily. But I'm not afraid. I am of Clan Catsfoot, and we are great pathfinders. I'll find a way home. The boy tells you that he knows of the area. Or what he knows of the area. The small northerner boy refuses any and all help. You can only wish him luck as his small form disappears into the forest. To fame. And on to the next level.
Will you push on, despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
A sudden blizzard slows your progress through Mount Fretus. The bitter winds pierce your skin like shards of glass.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
As you ascend the snowy Mount Fretus, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We've come in search of the great High Priestess to deliver an important message, says Malaclypse. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the High Priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Wait, blessing is their word for soup? Malaclypse politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. What? Ah! You take a sip of the putrid potion and feel your stomach churn. I knew I shouldn't have substituted the cloudberries for bogberries, she says, comforting you. Choose the righteous path and you'll find blessings on your way, I'm sure. You step outside into the blistering cold and continue up Mount Fretus.
In your life,
Fork in the road!
you have wandered endless intersections, yet this one sticks with you. Why?
Oh, so that just reveals other cards.
That catches here.
That's cool. You arrive at a signpost detailing the possible path north and south. Malaclypse sniffs the air. My magical senses are pulling me toward the north. It smells like someone is baking cinnamon pie somewhere up ahead. I mean, there's no north. I can only go south. Let's check here first. I'm not going to be able to avoid the blizzard. You arrive at the city markets and meet with Malaclips's associate. We can actually afford it this time. Malaclips steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc, old bean! The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain, illness. A shoulder illness, if you will. Merc considers Malaclips for a while. That kind of information costs more than a few coins. You splutter indignantly. It'll require a test of skill from her. He turns and points at you. Pick a flower and eat it. The greasy florist displays his meager wares. Malaclips nods as if this were a fair request. Let's eat the luminous purple flower. That sounds like a great idea that won't kill us even a little bit. The flower has a crispy burnt texture. Well, that sucks. Let's just re-roll the whole damn thing. Hey, we did it. That blessing's really coming in handy. Merc watches eagerly as you begin to choke. Malaclips, for his part, shows some sign of concern. Your eyes bulge in water. Suddenly, someone begins slapping you hard on the back. You cough and a hard lump falls from your mouth. It's a solid gold statue of Merc. Okay. Malaclips cheers while you catch your breath. Merc nods, happy with the results. He beckons Malaclips closer. Of those of us left, you should seek Ira of the Vale. She may know something of the cure. Last I heard, she's hiding in the underneath.
Let us discover what the next chapter in our dear bard's tale will be.
Oh no, not her. Malaclips straightens his neck shawl nervously. The greasy goblin man giggles maniacally. Yes, her. She'll likely eat your bones before she lets you speak. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to run. With that, Malaclips' associate turns away and hurls a bouquet at a shocked passerby. Flowers! Oh, sorry, I peeked the mic. Fresh flowers! Buy 'em or I'll eat your eye! You gain 2 fame. Well, that was fun. I like how I ran into a town just in the middle of this snowfield. Alright, we're in another blizzard. I have no idea. Oh, shit. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. The wretched smell of fish meat and stale sweat alerts you to the presence of a bear rousing from hibernation. The ferocious beast bares its teeth and swipes at you with its giant paws. You flee the cave, having barely survived the savage attack. Luckily, the blizzard has passed. Malaclips forages for firewood. Well, that wasn't that bad, all things considered. Mount Freitas does ever bite! The last time I was... Oh, it's the same dialogue every time. And buy the ruby ring. It's fine. I'm not sure it's really worth buying, though. It's not great. If I find it, that's good, but it's not worth 22 gold. Alright, come on up, Gaston. You sleep through the long cold night. In the morning, you pack your things and continue your climb up the mountain.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust, more's the pity.
The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple gold donation, sure. Oh, I get to choose one. Gain up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. Precise dice. Score the exact target value in dice gambits. And to draw two equipment cards. Then discard this card. Okay. Long life. Max life is less than 150. You may discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive +5 max life. Receive +15 life for every gold gain card you receive. Well, that's nice. Gambler's Bouquet. Receive +2 food after every dice gambit. That sounds even more useful. Can I get another one? Can I buy 2 donations? Buying donations, yes. Huh, that card... Oh, right, we haven't actually been to that card. We just revealed it.
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak. At what
Distressed
point does
damsel.
honor bend to pragmatism?
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help! I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Let's give it a try. I think we did it. I think that went okay. Even without the blessing, we got that. Achievement unlocked, Dice Master. Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. There, now we're good on food again. Can't cook. Oh, I'm at full health, that's why. No, nothing we don't need. Alright. Break camp. On to the next level.
Old witches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense, you barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk, and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best. Do you think it's good enough to take to the High Priestess? She says, blowing steam. I think they're fucking with me at this point. Remember how great it worked for you last time? Says Malaclips with a sideways glance. Allies return. Revive your companion at the beginning of each new map. I assume only if they die. You take a sip of aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe's a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freitas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Speaking of blizzards, maybe we should have paid heed. Oh, I'm having so much trouble following these now, especially now that they're doing it 3 times. Yeah, another bear. There's always another fucking bear. Fortunately, lots of food. What if you're all out of heat? That's a good question. I guess then you can't take, or I guess then you want to take some.
Better than I in the time that has passed.
Walking through the shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries, I have helped mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? Well, I guess we want a lemon pie. Now, we're probably good to ask for a longer life at this point. May you live a long life, she says, and with a fragile wave of her hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. 10 max life, hooray! Take a heed, leave a heed thing at 7-Eleven are always empty anyway. Ow, rude. Hooray! I followed it that time.
Now the
Blessed Summit.
Are you
No.
ready to face the priestess?
So we are not going to be able to get all 6, huh?
Deal the Empire has
There's
requested.
no way these both have a blessing on them.
Turn and flee.
Alright, make a donation. Gold Zealot. That's 5.
Ever since
Westwind's
I've returned
Tavern.
to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Oh, that's so deep, and no one's ever said anything like that before. Hey, Alma. Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up, and a smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here! These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me! Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops onto a table and shouts above the noise, "You lazy drunken deserters are done! The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all gonna have to get back to your posts! This town needs defending!" One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. "We've got 3 days until our shift ends and we return to civilization, so we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten a supply of ale. Right, lads?" A raucous cheer erupts and beer tankards smash together all around. "So why don't you take your shiny ox badge and shove off?" The barkeep turns to you. What are you gonna do? Threaten. You suggest with menace that the soldiers should report to duty, or they'll report to the healer. Damn. "I won't be threatened by the likes of you," the soldier grumbles as he rises, followed by his friends. Really thought I had it that time. Ooh, look at that. Their fancy pikes. Soldier. The expansion of the Empire requires constant conscription of new blood. Soldiers block all attacks, greatly reducing their damage. Use bash to open them up for damage. Thank you, buddy. Oh, shit. Oh god, I keep forgetting to defend. Finisher. Oh god. That is so much more brutal against a living enemy. Ruby Ring, Valiant Aegis. What's the Aegis do? Eat less. Every third step does not consume food. It's +1 to weapon charge, but it only has 1 defense. One-handed weapon required. Use defense to reflect attacks from ranged enemies. Alright, Valiant Aegis.
I have little trust in artifacts that breathe, myself.
And I'm not going to use it, but I have it. I probably should have took the ring. So yeah, we don't have... As soldiers fall under yet another blow from your weapon, the leader shouts out, "Stop! Alright, we'll do our part. Just stop cracking our skulls."
Nicely done.
We do not have that last blessing that we needed. As you enter the Great Hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Malaclips bows low to the ground. "My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and the Northerners, milady. So they send me a silver-tongued devil?" Wait. "So they send me a silver-tongued devil and his shield maiden?" She smirks. "I hope for your sake you have a decent offering to make." You kneel before the High Priestess. "For not bringing enough blessings, you have failed to win the gold token." "Only 5 blessings? What a pitiful effort!" With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you. Rude.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent, cold hall. "Ha! This small thing survived it. Impressive. But if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion." So I guess we gotta do this one over next week. Berserker Champion. Fierce, loyal, and relentless. Champion of the High Priestess. Berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movement and attacks.
Why do we always end up enraging the locals?
Jesus. Not kidding when I say this feels a lot like Arkham. Way more floaty. Whoops, fucked that up. Right through the gut. Wow, my entire arm went through his torso. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North'll never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. You're not gonna stay for a beer or nothing. Alright, for besting the champion, we got the Humble Hammer, the Berserker's Creed, and the Extinguisher. For besting the champion also, we get Winter Solstice, Burning Building, Temple Prayers, and Cartographer. For ascending Mount Freedis, your supplies have been added to. We gain 5 food, the Warrior's Axe, and the Soldier's Sword. For convincing Merc to help Malaclips, we gain the Underneath. For clearing out the Rusty Razor, we get the Friendly Innkeeper. And take aim and uncover what lurks in Iron Peak. Rana's Remarkable Fishing. Oh, she's pretty remarkable. And Unrest in Iron Peak. Alright, so I guess that's it for this week. We got a silver medal on that one. We need to actually get to the end with all the blessings, which unfortunately is a bit random. So that's kind of annoying, but I don't think it's a deal breaker for me. Yeah, I don't think that's a deal breaker for me, so we'll come back to this next week. Apparently, there's some Twitch integration? Oh, I should have gone to settings. Thought Quit would get me back to the menu, but it did not.
Audience will be a boom thing,
Okay.
and situation where card audience can what card they think.
Okay. Alright, that's not too bad, so we'll activate that next week, I think. Sounds like a good idea. It's just very simple stuff, like voting to show percentages and things. So nothing too wild. And should hopefully not be enough to attract skeezy people. No skeezy people came in this week. That's weird for a game like this. Usually any game with any random chance to it attracts skeezy people. It's a weird fucking thing. Alright, well, thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow is Alice. I still don't know what she's playing. Friday will be Katie with Chimera Squad. Sunday will be Community Day with the new Paladin's Pass. Monday will be Christy. Do you have any ideas? Alright, she's decided against Binding of Isaac, but she's going to come up with something. Tuesday will be Andrea with very likely the end of Double Cross, and Wednesday's back around to me with more Hand of Fate 2. I'm quite enjoying this. Thank you, everyone, for your support in whatever way you choose to give it, and you should also support our stream team who are listed on the page below here at truck.community. There are 5 great streamers who deserve your time and attention. Anyway, I'm Sue. I hate video games. Give your regards to the next frog you meet.